This is something that was huge in our family, and it was a big shock, and it was a big shock for Jenicka.
Obviously, you firsthand know like what it did to me, like the damage and the healing that I had to go through.
You know, a lot of people are also asking me if I knew about this whole thing. And I'll be honest with you guys. I mean, I'm one to be very transparent. And yeah, I did know. I want to talk to you about your fitness journey.
I still have my little moments. I'm just like trying to maintain my body and really just take care of myself and make sure that my money isn't wasted.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chiquis and Chill. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Chiquis. I'm a singer, songwriter, author, and entrepreneur. But on this podcast, I'm speaking to you as a woman. This is a space where I can be really honest and vulnerable with you about topics I've never really opened up about before. And I'm really happy you're here, so thank you for joining me. On today's episode, we're going to be speaking with one of my favorite people in the entire world, my sister, Jenicka. So without further ado, let's get into today's episode. This is Chiquis and Chill. So I have my sister Jenicka here with me today, and we're going to be talking about a few topics she's opened up about on her new podcast. It's called Over Comfort. Welcome, Jenny. Welcome back, actually.
Thank you. Thank you. Love being here.
I call her Jenny. I call her Penny. I call her so many different things. But yes, you have been on here a few times. Do you really like being on Chiquis and Chill, Jenicka? Be honest.
Yeah, it's always nice. It's chill.
It's chill, she said.
It's good. It's chill.
That makes me happy. People love to hear from you. Now that you have a podcast, like, I'm loving it, Jenicka. You're getting a lot of love and support. I think it's freaking awesome. You told me when you started your podcast that you wanted to do it for self-heal and to help other people. Is this correct? Can we elaborate a little bit on this?
Yes. I definitely want to just bring some type of like awareness to just topics that I guess can be taboo or that are really just not talked about, especially like my generation, people that like my age that are struggling and just never really talk about or just have anyone to connect with. And I feel like that's why, you know, we have the position that we are in, like our family, and, you know, we have the influence to be able to help people. And I just ultimately want to do that and guide people. I mean, my life isn't perfect, but I still want to be able to just give advice on how I've overcame certain things.
And I think that's freaking amazing. Coming from a young lady that was so shy and wanted to hide from the cameras and stuff like that. And just to see you come into your own and really just own that. And now doing this, and I think a lot of people, I get so many messages that they love your podcast, that you've really helped them. And that just makes me very proud as a sister/mom, you know, and and your first episode, Jenicka, was I mean, a bombshell.
It was.
So for those of you that are listening and haven't heard Jenicka's podcast, Over Comfort, it's her first episode. And in her first episode, she's telling everyone that when she was 23, she found out that the father that she thought was her father for all of her life wasn't. So there's a biological sperm donor that she has. And then she has the dad, Juan Lopez, who basically raised her. And I think that's what she considers her dad, without any disrespect to her biological father. So this is something that was huge in our family, and it was a big shock, and it was a big shock for Jenicka. Why did you feel that it was important for you to start this journey with that topic?
Well, like I mentioned in the podcast, I felt like, you know, it gave me the space to be open. I want to be able to be as open and vulnerable with people as possible, like, and for guests to come and feel welcome, to feel the same way. Like, obviously you firsthand know like what it did to me, like the damage and the healing that I had to go through when I had that experience. So I just felt like, you know what, I'm just going to release it. And it was at the end of the year when I filmed that, when I recorded that episode, I was just like, you know what, I'm going to leave it in 2022. Like, it's just time to just let it go. Like, stop holding this secret or burden on me. And then in 2023, I could just like
start
breathe.
Fresh. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was something, I mean, this is something we talked about on your podcast. I was a guest on your podcast, and I almost lost my little sister, you guys, because of, it wasn't just this situation that was keeping in for like a year and a half, but other things were happening. But I almost lost her, and it was very scary for me. So I'm very grateful for your podcast Over Comfort, because this is a way of even holding yourself accountable. You know what I mean? Because now you're a voice for other people. You know what I mean? And this was a very heavy topic, and I saw, I went on a live the other day, you guys. I think, I don't know, like a couple weeks ago. And I just went on there and I was just being, acting the fool, because I had seen some stuff that really pissed me off. Someone that's ridiculous and was commenting on Jenicka's podcast and what she spoke about, and thought that she shouldn't talk about this because my mom is not here to defend herself. Anyways, it really just really, really made me upset. A lot of people are also asking me if I knew about this whole thing. And I'll be honest with you guys. I mean, I'm one to be very transparent. And yeah, I did. I did know for a long time. I had heard things here and there. I had some conversations with my mom that I don't really want to get into right now or get into detail. But my mom did kind of open it up to me. And I know my mother would have told Jenicka when the time was right. But you guys have to remember that Jenicka was 15 when my mom passed. And she was too young, I think. I think if my mom would have been here now, she would have been right there with Jenicka on her podcast talking to everyone about it, because my mom was one to face her, I don't want to say mistakes, because I don't feel that it was a mistake, but like she's one to face, what's a good word for it?
Like her truth.
Yeah,
facts.
her truth. Exactly, the facts. And anyways, I mean, it wasn't necessarily a secret. It wasn't like something I was planning on keeping from Jenicka, but if she ever asked me, if it ever came up the way it did, then I said I was going to be honest. I'm not going to lie to her. And that's how it happened. I mean, what response did you get, like, on the comments?
Surprisingly, it's a lot normal than I thought it would be. And like, people didn't feel alone, but like, little do they know, like, I didn't feel alone anymore. Where it's like, it's been happening, and it's like, oh wow, like, it's normal.
Yeah,
apparently
it happens
like,
a lot.
It happens a lot. It happens a lot, and which is okay. People, have their moments and things happen. And, I'm really grateful. I did get, the bad comments, but it's kind of like I knew it was coming. I knew at the end of the day that it was coming and what they were going to say. And it's like, I already prepared myself. It wasn't like, it hurt me, this and that. It's like, it is what it is. Like, and at the end of the day, it's my truth and what I feel. And as long as I got your guys' support and your support, like, it felt fine for me.
Yeah, because your siblings, all of us, definitely supported you 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you feel about your mother's extended family, or the extended family? Because I did see your mother's mother, some things that she said. And I you know what? And I some people might talk shit and say, oh my gosh, like, how disrespectful. But she really, like, she calls us Jenny's kids. So why can't she be Jenny's mother, my mother's mother? So what do you feel about that?
I think I've just been so disconnected from that side that it really doesn't faze me anymore. And like, respectfully, it's an older generation, and, they don't know a lot of things that mom did that we know, or things that, she went through. And for us, it's different, and it's not going to get to me, because at the end of the day, like, they didn't go through it. I did.
Exactly. I'm very proud of you for that. I mean, and for those of you that may not know, and I'm not trying to bring shit up, but it is something that bugged me a little bit. But she was just, I guess they asked her, my mother's mother, they asked her in an interview, what do you think about Jenicka talking about it? And I guess she said, this is something that I would have taken to my grave. But you know what? This is why it's so important for me. And I think that my mom would have expected me to have my sister's back. That's what she taught us, is to have each other's back. And my mom is no longer here, unfortunately, physically. So my responsibility as an older sister is to be there for my sister who is here. And if this is going to help her heal, and through her healing, heal other people and help other people, then F what anyone else has to say, even if it's my mom's family. Like, I don't care what they have to say, because like Jenicka just said, she's the one that went through it. We went through it with her, and never did they come and ask, how are you? Do you need anything? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, So it's like you have no room to say anything. So respectfully, anyone that has anything negative to say, suck it. Do you wish that you would have known sooner?
No, I think things happened at the time that it happened, like for a reason. Like maybe when I first found out, yeah, but I think now that I've found out what I needed to find out, like I think it happened at the perfect time when it needed to.
How old were you? This was like 2 years ago almost, right? So you were what, 23 when you found out?
Mm-hmm.
So talking about that, we call Jenicka Boricua. She's a Bori because her biological father is Puerto Rican. So Jenicka, how do you feel about that, honestly? Like, how do you feel about being Puerto Rican, like half Puerto Rican?
It's cool.
Yeah?
It's just what it is. I don't feel it, so it's kind of just there.
But do you feel closer to like Bad Bunny now? Because he's Puerto Rican?
Kinda.
Yeah, right? Yeah, look at her. I wish you guys could see her face. She's like a huge Bad Bunny fan.
I love him. No, but I would like to tap into that and see, culture wise, like what there is. And I don't know. It's something I'm interested in, but I'm not going to change who I am currently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But one thing I will like, Jenicka has like a really like beautiful skin tone, like all of us, like, and I think that definitely comes from like her Puerto Rican side. Like she tans so nicely since she was little. So it's like, I feel like that's kind of cool. Like I want to like be Colombian. You know what I mean? Colombian, or like I love being Mexican.
Look Colombian. You look Colombian. You have that toxica face.
Oh my
too,
God.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Shakira, Karol G, Maybe in my next life I'll be half Mexican, half Colombian. Because I love being Mexican. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like, like, oh my God. Like,
and you have the ass for it too.
Woo. No. But I mean, she does. Jenicka, since she was little, has always, or younger, should I say, because when she was little with her dad, Juan, she would listen to like a bunch of like, what I call paisa music, what I sing, she would listen to a lot of banda and stuff. But now, like, you've always been into like reggaeton and stuff. Like for Christmas, she made coquito, you guys, right? Coquito, which is a Puerto Rican alcoholic drink. Dude, she killed it. It was so bomb. So I don't know. I want you to cook more Puerto Rican food for us, okay? And we got to go to Puerto Rico soon, Jenicka, I think.
Yeah, we do.
Dude, that'd be so sick.
That was on my Christmas list. I'm like, you guys just give me money to go like on a trip. I want to go travel.
Okay, I'll take you to Puerto Rico this year, towards the end of the year. No, for real, we got to go. We got to go to Puerto Rico. I loved it when I went for my honeymoon. My honeymoon. Anyway. Okay, so Jenny, I know you talked about this on your podcast, but do you have like advice for my listeners that are probably going through a similar situation? What's your advice to the daughter and to the mother?
I definitely think that overall, if anybody could take anything from this, I think it's like for like the mothers, like you could wait, but don't wait too long, because then comes resentment, comes anger, and those mistakes. And it's okay to make mistakes or to like have history or have a past like that. That's totally fine. It's better to know now rather than later. And for the kids, the sons, the daughters, like it's going to be okay. Like as confusing as it is, like don't let it change who you are as a person, who raised you, and don't come in with expectations of like these people. It's kind of just, you're surrounded with great people already. I know people that have been in the same situation, and you're surrounded with great people that love and care for you, then you're going to be just fine.
Jenicka, you guys, I'm okay. I'm not going to get, because she hates it when I get like, so like, but I'm proud of her. I'm so fucking proud of you. I think that you've come so far, and just to hear you speak and how mature you are, you've always been very mature. But yeah, this I know was a very tough situation, and I think that you came out on the other side of it like even better, like to the point where now, you have this space to share these thoughts and this advice with people. So anyways, I'm not going to get all mushy and stuff, but okay. So another thing you opened up about on your podcast is the fact that you attempted suicide, which is something you and I have both attempted, actually.
Right.
I attempted suicide once, and I thought about it a lot of times. I've been through it a lot, and which is really scary, you guys. And unfortunately, it's more common than you think. According to the CDC in 2020, there were 1.2 million people that attempted suicide. So it happens a lot. And I think that God has given us this platform to talk to you guys, to help you guys, to tell you guys, hey, yes, we come out on TV. Yes, we sing. Yes, we do this. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we also are human and we go through these feelings and we know what you guys are going through. So I just want to know how you're feeling now, Jenicka. Like how are you doing now that you've talked about it? And yeah, have you accepted it completely? Like, are you feeling better mentally? Are you still like struggling with the anxiety and like depression? How is that going?
I definitely struggle with anxiety. The depression has definitely like slowly gone away, and it comes like in waves, and I've just learned to accept it and it be there, but not really fully let it overcome my life. And I think that's the mistake a lot of people do, is like when people are having these symptoms or feelings, like you get too much in your head about it, and that's when you start feeling like there's no other way. There's no, like, there's, how is this ever going to get better? And I think, thank God for therapy and honestly having open conversations with people, letting them know, like, look, I'm going through this. This is what I'm feeling like. I want you to know so that you're aware, and that way you don't feel alone in it. And it doesn't mean that person has to have like the best advice or tell you. They could just listen. And I think that's what people need, is that people need you to listen instead of talking back or giving advice. It's kind of like, I just need you to know that I'm going through this and it hasn't been easy, but I want to let you know and be accountable with you, so that way you can see and maybe help me, or I just want to feel like I'm not alone. But ultimately, I thank God, like I'm okay. Like I've understood, I've processed that. And, sadly it is becoming, it happens all the time. And social media is like a facade, and people don't really understand it, and like they don't understand people aside from behind the phone. So I think it's just having compassion and being kind to everybody, and really just know that not everyone's healing is the same, or people grow in different ways and different paths and slower than others, and that's okay. It's just being compassionate with people and really just understanding that not everyone has the same path as you, and just being a listener.
I think sometimes it just helps to like desahogarte and just talk to someone. You know what I mean? Talking about that, are you still in therapy? Yeah, it's good. I think it's, I go on and off on it. Like there's months that I take a break and then I go back on. And I just think, you guys know, I always say this, I'm a huge advocate for, of therapy and just speaking to someone, like Jenicka said, and just letting your feelings out and letting someone know. And I saw this quote the other day, and I don't remember it word for word, but it was something like, be compassionate, be gentle with other people, because you never know what they're going through. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you just got to see it that way. Like if someone doesn't smile at you, someone's rude, it's just, instead of like cussing them out, it's kind of like, you know what? I'm going to bless them, because I don't know what they're going through. You know what I mean? So it's just about being compassionate. And, if you guys need help, the suicide hotline, you guys, if anyone has those thoughts, if you're thinking like I'm telling you, I've thought about it, the hotline number, you guys, is 988. You can call or text that number. Just putting that out there, because I know, life isn't, it's not easy. You know what I mean? So you're not alone. Like Jenicka said, you're definitely not alone. Let's go ahead and shift gears a little bit. I want to talk to you about your fitness journey. I saw Jenicka, you guys, in the gym this morning. You're on it. You've been waking up at 5 a.m?
Trying. Yeah. Today I woke up at 6, but it's so early.
But still,
I just have to give myself the time to like meditate and pray before, and then head out.
Okay, because your body is definitely, you look great. Like I saw her today, you guys. I was there. I woke up really early. I woke up at 5, and then I was at the gym by like 6:30. A little late because of the rain. But that's something that my mom really like instilled in us, in a good and bad way, like taking care of us, or taking care of our bodies and like our nutrition and everything. And I thank my mom for that. Sometimes it affected me in a more negative way. And I think we talked about it a little bit on one of the other podcasts we were on. But anyways, so tell me, how is that going? You got your tummy tuck last year, right?
Yes.
It's going to be a year in April?
Yeah, a year in April.
Wow.
I'm very happy. I feel lighter. I feel like there was like an energy that I needed to just let go of because I worked so hard to like to get it off. I'm just like I could breathe and I feel better. And even then, like I still have my little moments. I'm just like trying to maintain my body and really just take care of myself and make sure that my money isn't wasted.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because I'm not gonna lie, like I've gotten lipo like in my life, you know, like a couple times. And anyways, and then you don't take care of yourself, and that's what I love that you're doing. Like you're still on it, you know what I mean? And I think that's important because people think, oh, it's just an easy fix and I could just go and like start eating shit again or like eating like shit. But no, like you have to even sometimes work out harder and take care of yourself more after getting plastic surgery. I love surgery. I think plastic surgery, whatever. Like, do your thing. I'm not one that's going to judge you. So if you ask me, should I get a tummy tuck? Should I get lipo? I'm going to tell you yes. But I'm also going to tell you, you got to work out. You got to eat right, because that shit ain't a forever magical fix. Okay. So, but right now, okay. So what are you doing? Tell us a little bit about like what you're doing right now. Like, you know, you're doing this thing that I think is kind of cool. And I think you should share it a little bit.
What thing?
The 70-day thing.
Oh, the 75-day soft?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, what thing are you talking about? Okay, so normally at the beginning of the year, I always like to fast 21 days. So, like, I'm incorporating that with just, it's a mental and physical challenge. It targets your mental and physically. And what it does is it has these rules. There's 75-day soft and 75-day hard. So soft is you work out every day for 45 minutes with one active rest day, which is like cardio or going for a walk or a hike, right?
Damn. Okay.
Then it's drinking 1 gallon of water and maintaining a diet. And soft is drinking on social occasions, but I'm choosing not to. I don't really have like that.
Yeah, you're not a big drinker.
Yeah, I'm not a big drinker, so I'm choosing like I'm just not gonna drink. And if the situation comes up, I'm like, okay, I'll have a drink, but I usually don't. And then it's reading 10 pages of a book, so it's also feeding you mentally. Like,
wow,
it could be any book that you want. So right now I'm doing a devotional with a church, so I'm spiritually feeding myself, and then after that 21 days is over, then I go ahead and start like whatever book I want to.
Jenicka, this is me freaking snapping my fingers. That's tight. And she's doing it, you guys. I'm like, damn, look at her. Okay, all right. Are you gonna get your boobs done or what? Because you said you wanted to the other day.
I want to.
Yeah,
I do want to. Yeah.
I think you should. I think it'd be
because like I think about it. I'm like, do I really want to like? I don't know. I don't know if I want kids. Like, I rather no. Okay, maybe later. That's something I have to talk with like my husband or whatever at that time.
Okay.
But it's like I'd rather adopt first. Like, that's me. So it's like I want to get my body done. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know. I would want to. I really want to like get my boobs done.
Yeah, because you want to go. You want to be a thoughty. What do you say? A thought and bob, or what do you call it? What do you say?
Thought it and bop it.
Yeah, she wanted to thought it and bop it. So yeah, I think you should just get your tits in. Is there anything that you wish you would have known before getting like plastic surgery?
No, I feel like I did enough research.
You did.
I knew what I needed to know. My sister's a pro at it. So.
Yep, sure am. Love it. Yeah.
My mom too. It's like it's not
something that's like foreign for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I babysat her. I took care of her, and I think I was a very good nurse. And she did, honestly though, Jenicka, you're very strong though. You're a very strong young lady. I was like, she wanted to do everything herself. I was like, sit your ass down. But yeah, I think that if you want to get your boobs done, I think you should. I definitely think you should. Okay, so quickly, because I know a lot of people like want to know, what was the healing process like for you? I mean, I saw, like, I'm telling you, you were very strong, but like anyone that's maybe thinking about getting a tummy tuck, like what was the healing process?
Pain wise, I didn't feel any pain. It was just more soreness. Like I had worked out super hard, or like I got hit by a truck and I was just sore. Like super sore, but it wasn't painful. And like, it sounds weird, but it wasn't painful. And I think it's just being patient with yourself and with your body, and understanding that things take a lot of time. Like I was already anxious to get back into the gym, and I had to wait to get approved and cleared by the doctor. And it's just being really patient with yourself and kind of just getting used to like your whole new body.
Yeah. And I think just to piggyback on that, I think it's also important that, like Jenicka just said, she did her research and she made sure she found the right doctor, and her doctor's freaking amazing. So I think it's knowing that you have a good doctor, and he took his time with her. So I think that also helped with the healing process. I personally feel you had an amazing doctor. How many consultations did you go to before you had the surgery?
I only did one. And it was virtually because he was in Arizona. So all I had to do was send in pictures. Then he called me. He's like, look, this is what we could do. This is how much. And that was it. And then I didn't see him until like a week before.
That was like your pre-op?
My pre-op. And that was it.
Yeah, I know he was good. But I think this guy works like on curvy women and does like specializes on tummy tucks. Size. Yeah, on plus size. So if you ask me, I'm going to be that person that's going to tell you, go for it. It is your life. It is your body. And you have all the right to rock it. This is however you want, you know? So anywho, you guys listen to her podcast. It's really good. Overcomfort, you guys. And just for people, I don't know, they might already follow you, but can you please just give your Instagram one more time, Jenicka?
Instagram, it's Jenicka_Lopez.
Jenicka_Lopez. And you're keeping Lopez, correct? With that, we already cleared. Okay, just for everyone that's just nosy and wants to know. But okay, well, Jenicka, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for always being open to coming on to my podcast. People love you. They really do. We get very good feedback when you're on. So thank you. And yeah, just for your podcast, it's just Overcomfort, right?
Oh, yeah. You could find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and on YouTube.
There you have it, guys. All right. Well, thank you, Mama. Thank you so much for being vulnerable, for opening up, for helping other people. And you guys know, before we leave, I always have a motivational quote for you. And because that's how we do when we do what we do. Ooh, I have a few. I'm just going to read them all. All right. So the quotes for today are, don't adapt to the energy in the room. Influence the energy in the room. Ooh. Self-confidence is the best outfit. Rock it and own it. Those are the motivational quotes for this week. And they were inspired by you, Jenicka. So there you have it. That's how you know how I feel about you.
I love that.
I love you, Jenicka.
I love you. You're the best sister.
Oh, thank you, princess. I love you. So now have a great day, everyone. Jenicka, have a great day. I'll see you later. And thank you guys for listening. Los quiero mucho. And I will see you on the next episode of Chiquis and Chill. Besitos. Do you need advice on love, relationships, health, y más? I'm so excited to share with you that my Chiquis and Chill podcast will have an extra episode drop each week. I'll be answering all your questions. Just leave me a voice message con todas tus preguntas y yo te las voy a contestar personalmente. All you have to do is go to speakpipe.com/Chiquis and Chill podcast and record your questions. I can't wait to hear from you. This is a production of iHeartRadio and the My Cultura Podcast Network. Follow us on Instagram at My Cultura Podcast and follow me, Chiquis, that's CHIQUIS. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, and check us out on YouTube.